Good evening from Genesteel Stead Park, here in the soccer heartland that is Geelong's northern suburbs. It's the Geelong Soccer Club up against Whittlesea Rangers in this NPL 2 West feature match of round 20. My name is Steve Curtin, and we're not far away from a start here, so let's have a look at the lineups for this evening's match. We just had some slight issues with the floodlighting here, but hopefully we will be underway without too much delay. So, to the lineups, Geelong coming off that week off after the postponed game due to the wet weather against Northcote City last week. Geelong line up like this. Number 1, Dylan Nikolowski. Number 2, the captain, Matthew Townley. Number 3, Mitchell Johns. Number 4, Lewis Bentley. Number 6, Josh Pugh. Number 9, Michael Trigger. Number 10, Kyle Markham. Number 11, Dennis Yongul. Number 16, Aaron Spain. Number 17, Lewis Kovaribius. And number 96, Bogdan Nicolescu. Geelong, coached by Dominic Barber, have substitutes including Feli Sharif, Antonio Pieratina, Michael Yaseski, David Booth, and James Conversano. For the visitors, Whittlesea Rangers, after a 2-0 win last week against Springvale White Eagles, George Karkaletsis' side lines up as follows. Number 1, Stefan Rankovic in goals. Number 3, Joseph Sear. Number 10, Andrew Kia. Number 7, the captain, Jose Ramirez. Number 14, Malish Santino. Number 18, Jonathan Datio. Number 19, Ryan Love. Number 21, Anthony Taranto. Number 23, Lawrence Sharuma. Number 27, Daniel Mitwali. Number 33, Janiel De Silva. And the substitutes for the Whittlesea Rangers, Nathan Liberto, Dominic Yule, Anthony Ramsey, Michael Santo Pietro, and Pete Masevsky. Whittlesea Rangers will be playing in their change strip tonight. Blue shirts with the white shorts. Geelong in their home kit. The fearsome looking black and red stripes. Our match referee tonight is Pascalis Natis, and the assistants are Noah Langerak and Heng Chu. Vlatko Trajewski is the 4th official. And there's still just a little bit of conjecture on the sidelines. You might be able to see on your picture there, the floodlight on the grandstand side of the ground on the halfway line is not working at the moment. There's only one solitary light on that tower working. Our second one's just come on. There's still 4 lights not working. And there's some talk on the sidelines we might have to get someone riding an energy bike to actually power these lights. In the meantime, Whittlesea Rangers still forming a tight huddle there to maintain their concentration, which is important in situations like this. Geelong have taken their positions and just jogging on the spot and jumping up and down to keep warm. Not only do these circumstances test out the physical side of things on a cold night, also the mental and concentration side of things too. But I'm sure these two teams will have no ill effects of this slightly delayed start. As we're about to get underway, it will be the Whittlesea Rangers to kick off proceedings. As we said, they're playing in their blue and white change strip tonight. They'll be playing from the left to the right of your picture. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope it's an entertaining game. There's Mick Wally playing the long ball early. And that runs behind for a Geelong goal kick. It's been a great day in Geelong, great winter's day. Calm, sunny, 18 or 19 degrees. It's just starting to cool off a touch now, but fortunately there's no wind here, so it is good conditions for this night's match as Dylan Nikolowski plays the goal kick long over the halfway line. It was Spain with the header there for Geelong. Looks like he's lining up in central defence alongside Matthew Townley, the captain. Here's Trigger for Geelong. Nicolescu playing it down the line. That was the interception coming from Ryan Love in the number 19 strip today. And here comes Rangers on the break. It was Taranto dwelled on the ball a little bit too long on that occasion. But the free kick will go the way of the Rangers at this time. Well, we think it's a free kick. It might actually be a throw-in. There's some confusion being on the far side of the pitch. It is taken as a free kick. This is Mitt Wally. The Rangers switch the play. DeTeo plays it inboard. De Silva playing the 1-2. And then the switch. Mitt Wally with the little dink down the line. Nicolescu cuts it out well. Wins the header, then another one. Yongul goes in for this one, looking for Trigger. He can't find him. Here's Santino involved. De Silva. This is Ramirez. Scored that double last week. Taranto plays it back. It's Ryan Love there, the bald-headed central defender. Good duel there between Nicolescu and Joseph Sear. And the decision goes the way of the visitors. De Silva. Taranto. Geelong just happy to sit off the back four of Whittlesea Rangers at the moment. Johns with the interception. Gets a nod of approval from his coach, Dominic Barber. Ball runs on to pitch 2. We'll get a replacement ball. DeTeo with the throw. Here's Johns again with a fake. Plays it inside. And the shot come flying in there. It was just wide. Ramirez, always a dangerous player. He had Santino in support as well. De Silva looks to try his luck from distance. It wasn't far away. Daniel De Silva winning the ball in defence, and then he thought, why not have a crack, because the play really opened up for him there and caused a nervous moment there for Dylan Nicolescu, who was able to see it over the post eventually, much to his relief. There's De Silva again, dominating back there already. Looks like that will be a free kick for Taranto. He clearly had his shirt pulled there. Joshua Pugh was the culprit. Joshua Pugh just sitting in front of the back four tonight, playing that screening role. It's Mitt Wally standing over this one. Ramirez in the long sleeves. Looks like he's interested in swinging this one in as well. Looks like he'll aim for that back post area. In it comes. It's a little bit too shallow though. Easily repelled by that Geelong defence. Here's Andrew Keir. Switching it to Mitt Wally. This is the skipper, Ramirez. Plays an early ball in. Looking for, that was Shuruma. Taranto. Here's Ramirez. Spain did the defending. Datio is looking for Sharuma. Looks like a lively type Sharuma. 5 goals to his name this season. One for the Geelong defence to keep a close eye on. It will be a free kick here to Whittlesea Rangers. All of the play basically occurring back in Geelong's defensive half at the moment. So good start by the visitors. They're on a good run of results at the moment, and they look like a confident outfit so far in the early minutes of this match. It's swung in, and there's the header, and it's a goal. Andrew Kia. It was Ramirez's free kick, swung in nicely, and it was met well by Kia. So we're just saying they look confident, these guys from Whittlesea, and they've just shown what they can do, taking the lead. Whittlesea Rangers 1, Geelong 0. One or two questions being asked in the defence of Geelong Soccer Club after that one. But they'll need to ensure that doesn't happen again. And they'll need to get on the front foot now as well. They've gone behind. And Geelong get us back underway. This is Bentley. Plays it out there to Spain. His pass is intercepted though by Santino. And Townley's on hand to clear that one away. And Sharuma in hot pursuit. This is Mitt Wally. His pass is blocked. It's a throw for Whittlesea, and they continue to enjoy the lion's share of possession in this match. This is Sharuma. Townley plays it long. It's away by Love. This is Santino for Sharuma. Ramirez. It's De Silva. Using the full width of the park here, Whittlesea. It's Datio. Datio does well under pressure. Mitt Wally with the switch. And it's intercepted though. Here's Trigger for Geelong. Plays a volleyed through ball. Yongul is one of the targets. It swung in low. And it just runs too far. A rare attack for Geelong on the break there. It was a decent through ball from Trigger. I think it was actually Nicolescu getting on the end of it. Sort of more familiar with seeing him playing in central defence. He's playing it right back tonight. It was his low ball. It was fired across and Kyle Markham couldn't get on the end of that one. As Whittlesea get us back underway with a short goal kick. And here comes Geelong again. It's a shot come flying in there. It was number 11, Dennis Yongul, was over the bar. But better signs for Geelong in the last couple of minutes. So Geelong getting into this game a bit more now, and they certainly had to. Nicolescu come flying in. Very much an all-or-nothing player. He come flying through there, and that one's just run through for another goal kick to Whittlesea. Very vocal on the technical area for Whittlesea at the moment. I can sense that Geelong are getting into this match at the moment. Stefan Rankovic will take the goal kick now. Plays it short again for Love. This is De Silva. He's got some space to bring the ball forward. He runs into his opponent, though, in Covarrubias. Appeals for a handball there, but nothing doing. De Silva plays it down the line. He was looking for Sharuma, but it was a bit long for him. Nicholas, he can switch the play. This is Aaron Spain, one of the mid-season signings, but the ball's turned over again, but Geelong's done well enough to get it back. Nicolescu, Bentley can switch the play, and that's a good switch of play. Mitchell Johns with some space at fullback. Gets onto his right foot and plays it long, and De Silva read that very well. And cut it out before Lewis Covarrubias could get onto the end of that one. Johns with the throw. Johns again. Nice little 1-2 there. Markham involved. Still Johns continues his run forward, and it's a throw in an advanced position for Geelong this time. Some better signs for the home side now. Going just over 13 minutes here. It is 1-0 to Whittlesea Rangers. That goal scored by Andrew Keir. Long throw. Keeper comes and doesn't get it. And there's a bit of confusion in the 6-yard area. And in the end, it will be a corner for Geelong. Rankovic was able to palm that one behind after his initial effort was unsuccessful in collecting the ball. We're going to have a slight delay because in that contest, looks like Kyle Markham was struck in the back of the head, but he's going to be okay to continue. And it'll be Trigger to take the corner for Geelong. Trigger drives it in low, and it's a diving header. Somewhat spectacular to clear that one away. And Trigger will be able to reload. It's a short run up on the corner kick. A bit deeper this time. It's over in the back post. And it's right in the 6-yard area, bouncing around. It's eventually cleared. And Whittlesea can breathe a sigh of relief. Mitchell Johns to take the throw. He goes down the line. Markham takes it on the chest. He's pushed down, but no foul is given. Referee Natus was pretty confident there. He didn't waste any time in saying, no, that's just a throw-in. So it could be Jonathan Dattio to take the throw. Mitwally takes it on the chest and volleys it over his shoulder. Here's Johns again. He's been busy in the last few minutes, and he continues his forward run. This is Covarrubias. It's a cross on the left foot. It's a decent one. There's a Yongul in there on the swivel. Just couldn't quite rotate his body sufficiently to get a shot directed at the goal. Here's Ramirez. He's actually, that's Taranto. My apologies. Taranto now. De Silva. And Geelong are just going to sit for the moment here and allow Whittlesea possession back there. Trying to keep their shape. Whittlesea will need some movement to pull the players out of position now. Now you see a bit of movement down the field. This is Santino bringing the ball forward. Now to Teo. Still to Teo goes. Good tussle with Johns. Johns wins the ball. Good play there from Mitchell Johns. Covarrubias. Plays it inside for Johns. Johns looking for the through ball. Is blocked though. Wally was in the way. Nicolescu surging forward and then not winning the throw though. The throw will be going the way of Whittlesea. Still enjoying their 1-0 lead. Very bright opening to this match by them. They've been pegged back in general play a little bit in the last 5 minutes. This is Taranto. Still he goes. Looking for Sharuma. And now Whittlesea can break again. Here's Ramirez. Looks to strike it. It was a good bit of defending by the Geelong side. Tia will take the throw again. Mitwally looks for the cross into the top there. Ramirez was the target. Nicolescu hooks it away. Yongul. Good work by Kia, the goal scorer. And he plays it centrally, but the ball leaves a little bit to be desired. It's cleared away by Matt Townley. Good crowd in on that far side, as you can see there in your picture. Enjoying this Saturday early evening kickoff here at Stead Park in the Geelong suburb of Corio. There's De Silva again, combining with Love. Santino. Mitwally under pressure from Trigger, and he's lost out here. Trigger can come forward. He might look to shoot. Gets onto his right. It's blocked though by Love. Good block by Love. And Ramirez can help his side break quickly. He's just been delayed though, and he'll have to be forced back now. Good defending by Pugh to delay the attack. Sometimes the best defending isn't sliding in with a big tackle. It's just delaying, allowing your teammates to regroup and get back into position, and that was a good example of that there from Pugh. Rankovic. Hasn't had too much to do, Rankovic, apart from that scramble earlier, about 10 minutes ago. Joseph Sear was charging after that one. Certainly one that possesses a lot of pace, but even he couldn't reach that one. It was overhit. Joseph Sear operating down that left-hand side for the visitors. The far side of your screen. Nicolescu, the Romanian, will take the throw. He plays it short. Markham gives him the ball back. And here's Sear, the man we were just talking about a moment ago. And it will be a throw for Geelong. Nicolescu. 1-2 with Trigger this time. And here's Ramirez just stealing in that ball out of nowhere. Mitwally in the middle of the park now. He looked to switch. He might have copped a bit of a kick from Markham, but play will continue. De Silva now. De Silva loves to play those aggressive balls from his central defensive position. He's certainly the ball player out of the back too, of he and Ryan Love. And Ryan Love, more of a general back there. Rankovic can just take his time here because Geelong are not applying any pressure at the moment. Now he does go long. It was the header by Townley, and now Spain makes the clearance. Trigger loses out though to Santillo. Here's Mitt Wally again. He's tussling with Markham, and Markham comes forward with the ball. Still Markham goes around Love. De Silva with the clearance is blocked, and here's Yongul in the penalty area. Yongul wins the corner. That's better for Geelong. Captain Townley receiving some instructions from the dugout at the moment. You can see John Barber and assistant Gabriel Marquez. And in comes the corner. It was so close, but it will be another corner. It's been turned behind. It was Bentley's corner. It was a good one. It was just on the front of the 6-yard box, and initially at least, Whittlesea couldn't deal with that one. As Michael Trigger comes over for some instruction from Don Barber. In it comes again. It's drilled in at Rankovic, and he can't catch it, but he does clear it away. And here's Sharuma. Bentley plays it back. Johns is switched over to that right-hand side for the moment at least. Nicolescu looks to dink in the ball. It's bouncing around. Beckett is there. Beckett! Sorry, Markham. Markham scores. It is Kyle Markham, number 10. It was bouncing around. There is some disputes from the Whittlesea players. That is the one of the good things about local football is there's no going to watch a video replay. The referee's decision is final. Although right now Whittlesea might not agree with that sentiment. The goal will stand. Number 10, Kyle Markham. So that's a goal for both of the number 10s in this match now. Andrew Keir and now Kyle Markham. Just gone halfway through this first half, and it is now 1-1 at Stead Park. Don't go anywhere. This game is just getting started. As Whittlesea get us back underway. DeTeo looks to take on 2 Geelong opponents, and still he goes. In the end, it was a good clearance by Townley, who got across the cover. DeTeo takes a throw, gets it back off Mitt Wally. Gets it into the penalty area. Bentley plays it away. Johns with the throw. Mitt Wally plays it forward. Spain. You can just let that run for his keeper, Nicolescu. Distributes it out to Nicolescu. He has time. And he has support from Trigger, but they will go back. Nicolescu plays it long this time. Here's Markham, the goal scorer. He's got Nicolescu on the overlap. Geelong looking very good all of a sudden. Here's Pugh. Covarrubias. Good tussle there with DeTeo. DeTeo wins the free kick. This game's certainly gone up a notch. So we'll just have to pause for a moment here. Referee Natus is going to come over for a chat. In the Whittlesea technical area. George Karkletis will have to keep a lid on things now, I think. Not sure what's been said there, but the referee is straight onto it. Rankovic with the long free kick. Johns with the header. This is Tio with the throw. Santino was involved. Tio again. Metwally. Looks for the switch, but it's straight to Nicolescu, who controls it and just takes his time. Looks for Dennis Yongul, but he's lost out. Andrew Keir will bring the ball forward, but they've lost out. Nicolescu plays it up the line, but it's just all blue shirts there. Metwally. Metwally again. Santino. To Tio. Little trick there to get past Johns, but then he runs into Bentley. This is Taranto. To Tio. Tio is certainly busy on this near side so far. Santino. Metwally. Sharuma with the switch. Ramirez. This is Sear on that far side. Back to Ramirez. Good tracking back though by Yongul. Spectacular clearance from Nicolescu. He thought he'd saved the ball from running over the byline, but the linesman's flag has indicated otherwise, and Whittlesea will have a corner kick. It's a bit of a hush comes over the ground at the moment as we wait to see this one delivered in via the in-swinging corner. Geelong will need to be concentrating now. Sort of movement in the 6-yard box. It swung in. It just hits the side netting though. So bit of a wasteful one there. In the end, with Geelong thinking that didn't cross the line for a corner kick in the first place, we'll be happy that justice has maybe been done. Nikolowski will now take the goal kick. Just taking his time on this one. You see a little bit slippery underfoot. He nearly had his standing foot slide out from under him on that one. It was a little bit disconcerting for the players. As Geelong come forward, it's a good bit of defending from Tio because it was Lewis Covarrubias was looking dangerous for Geelong. He's certainly one that the Rangers need to keep a close eye on tonight. Good little ball inside. Sharuma. Sharuma's just skipped through 2 challenges there. He's gone around Pugh and he fires a shot. And it came off Townley. It's just gone behind. The closing speed of Sharuma is just over a step or two. He can really take off. Some of the Geelong players there, just when they thought they were able to come in and win the ball, and the ball had already been taken past their outstretched feet. Now it's Taranto to swing in the corner on the left boot. In it comes. It's a good clearing header though. It was Markham clearing the danger. Whittlesea can reload. Love. De Silva. Ramirez. De Teo with a flick. De Silva. Love. Geelong maintain their shape. Geelong playing with a midfield three. Bentley, Pugh and Trigger at the moment. Free header for Johns. Covarrubias receives the free kick for a nudge in the back. De Silva just making too much contact according to our match referee Pascalis Natis. But still the dialogue continues between our referee Natis and the Whittlesea dugout. Of course, George Carcletts is the head coach of Whittlesea, responsible for assembling this Geelong side at the start of the year. Now finds himself back at Stead Park, but in the visitors' dugout. Free kick taken by Bentley. He swung it in low, and he nearly caught Rankovic off out of position, and Rankovic was able to just turn it behind for a corner, and that would have been a comical goal for him to concede. But good quick thinking there, really, from Lewis Bentley. All the players were gathered at the far post, and he's just swung it in low and flat, and it's bounced off that heavy turf and skidded on a little bit. Nearly embarrassed Stefan Rankovic. In it comes again. Trigger can cross again. He can reload, and in it comes to the back post, and it almost looked like it was going in. And there was some strong appeals for a handball. I didn't see anything from my commentary position, but it was such a crowded sort of 6-yard box. It's difficult to know what exactly happened, but there's certainly some feeling. Lewis Covarrubias was having a chat there to Natis about that one. And it comes again, and it just seems like every time that Geelong are really drilling it in towards the goal line almost, and Whittlesea are not able to comfortably deal with it. We need to see Rankovic commanding his penalty area a little bit more. It's no easy feat when there's so many players congregating in front of you. Here comes Trigger with the kick, and it's repelled by Rankovic. Johns can play it back to his keeper. Nikolowski nearly ran into trouble. Ramirez was closing him down. A nervous moment for Dylan Nikolowski, but he survives. Josh Pugh with a header. Andrew Keir, the goal scorer involved there. Here he is again, Keir. Looks like he's just sitting at left back at the moment. Nicolescu gives away the free. Whittlesea can regroup and reload again. We've got about 10 minutes to go until half time. To say that it does feel like it's gone quite quickly so far this half. Love switches to De Teo. He got a nasty bounce. Either that or his concentration wasn't the best, and it runs out for a Geelong throw. There's Trigger receiving the ball from Johns. Trigger plays it direct. Good bit of skill there from Andrew Keir, clearing it away. This is Taranto. Runs into Trigger. Trigger looks to support. De Silva with the interception. Good hassle from Michael Trigger, continuing second and third efforts there. De Teo. Sharuma involved here. It's a slippery ball. Sort of sliding under the studs of a few players. Play on's the call. And now we will see a free kick. Not taken from the exact spot where it occurred, but we'll continue. I think the referee was happy for things to continue. It's a little bit hostile on the sidelines at the moment now. There's a bit of feeling in this one. Nothing too over the top though, which is good. There's always the chance in these sort of matches with slippery pitch that tackles can come flying in, and those emotions can boil over quite quickly in those sort of circumstances. Nikolowski's clearance there was a bit more skyward than he hoped. Here's Trigger. Covarrubias looking for Pugh, but DeTeo intercepts and eventually wins the throw-in. Not what he intended to happen, but he'll take it. DeTeo, one of the players in the red boots tonight, has been a bit of a standout so far on this near side for George Karkletz's Whittlesea Rangers. Santino. Johns wins it out. A little bit of Route 1 style there, and confusion there as Rankovic just elected to use his feet. It surprised everybody, including his central defenders. I think his coach will be hoping that he does use the hands next time. And still see a bit of feeling in this, and Lewis Covarrubias is having a chat now with referee Natis. Temperature's just cooling a bit now, but still quite warm out in the middle there by the feel of the players' conduct, figuratively at least. Wally with the free kick. He takes it out wide, looking for DeTeo. It's a good first touch. Tries to juggle it over Johns. And it's eventually cleared and repelled by that Geelong defence. Covarrubias. Johns. Johns plays it direct, looking for Yongul. But as Andrew Keir is able to get back and make the interception and play the 1-2 with Love. That's Ryan Love, the defender. There he is now. This is Met Wally. Here's De Silva. DeTeo again. De Silva across to Love. Metwally. Plenty of time here for Daniel Metwally to pick his pass. He's going for Santino. Peels for a corner there, but it will be a goal kick to Geelong. It's DeTeo's cross. Went behind. Both of these sides will need to maintain concentration right up to the end of this first half, with the next 5 minutes. Could be a crucial or decisive part of this match. Nikolowski with the long goal kick. Pugh with the header. De Silva. This is Santino. Looks to bring the ball forward and hits it on the volley. Malesh Santino not afraid to unleash there from all of 25 or 30 yards. It was a dipping shot, but in the end it was easy enough for Dylan Nikolowski to handle. Love just plays that one straight up in the air. And Spain is strongest to win that header. Spain gets the foot in first again. Possession returned to the boys in blue. Now here's Trigger for Geelong. Looks to hit the line, but there's no one there. Played out towards that parking lot. This pitch will only get more slippery as the game goes on, as the dew will start to come in now that we're into the evening. So after 6:15 local time here. This is Sharuma. He's dispossessed. Nicolescu. And here comes Geelong at speed. Yongul. Love did very well there. Put his body in the right spot to win the ball back. And he needed to. Here's Ramirez. He's got the overlap coming from Tatio. And here he comes. Great bit of defending by Mitch Johns there. Eyes only for the ball. He averts that danger. Be Tatio to take the throw. Sharuma. Great soul, the foot control by him. Another throw in for Whittlesea. So going into this match, just 2 points separate these sides. A win for Whittlesea would see them leapfrog Geelong tonight. Geelong do have that game in hand. It was postponed last week due to the torrential rain that fell here in Geelong, making this pitch unplayable. That match will be replayed on the 10th of August here at Geneseo Stead Park. Townley will take the free kick. He's just going to play it short to Johns. Johns' first touch wasn't his best. Sorrento looking to turn around Bentley. This is Markham. The other goal scorer out there tonight, Johns. De Silva read that one very well. It's a bit of a concern here for Kyle Markham. He's just down at the moment on his haunches on this near side. He's just trying to jog off whatever knock he's received. Don Barv will want him to stay out there. And it looks like the first yellow card of the night is going to go to Janiel De Silva. And I'm sorry, but I can't actually tell you what the offence was, so it may have just been something he said. He will need to be careful with still another 45 minutes to go playing in his central defensive role. It might be something that Geelong can expose in the second half. The ball comes forward. Markham wasn't really able to jump for that header because of his sore ankle, I think. And it runs out for a goal kick to the visitors. I'm just about to receive confirmation of one additional minute at the end of this first 45. Rankovic with the goal kick, headed by Pugh. Metwally plays the volleyed attempt, looking for Sharuma. And almost ran through to him, but Spain was screening him, and Nicolescu was able to come out and collect. And it's Nicolescu looking frustrated with his attempted pass there to Yongul. It didn't come off. And Whittlesea can have one last attack if they like. And they've lost out. Yongul with a switch to Johns. And that's all we've got time for in this first half here at Geneseo Stead Park. It's 1-1 The early goal coming from number 10 for Whittlesea, Andrew Keir with the header. And that was followed up with the equaliser from number 10 for Geelong Soccer Club, Kyle Markham, smashing in that goal from a close range to level the scores at 1-1. Just the one yellow card just given to De Silva for Whittlesea late in that half. Geelong are straight off into the dressing rooms, and Whittlesea are having a little chat on the field. We're going to take a break for about 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. We look forward to bringing you the second half. At the moment, it is Geelong Soccer Club 1, Whittlesea Rangers 1. Welcome back here to Stead Park, and thanks for joining me, Steve Curtin, for this match. Live on YouTube and also on the NPL Victoria's Facebook page. We are up and running for comments to be live and interactive. So please write in and let us know where you're watching from tonight, what you think of this game, and what you think might happen in the second half. Hello to Elder, who says, come on Rangers. Also Elena says, go Rangers. And Paul, Forza Rangers. Gina says, go Rangers, let's keep winning. And Vivian also says, go Rangers. A little bit quiet from the Geelong fans on here, but perhaps because they're all here watching the match live. And we're back underway in the second half. The score's locked at 1-1. Spain plays the ball forward. Looking for Yongle, but he can't find him. Johns with the clearance. Tio, busy in the first half. He's into the action again now. Santino wins the corner. Looks like it will be Anthony Taranto to swing in the corner on his left foot. A lot of players are crowded around Dylan Nikolovsky's goal and in the 6-yard box at the moment. The referee's keeping a close eye on it. In comes the corner. Townley was closest to it. And he must have got a touch on it because it has been given as another corner to Whittlesea as Ramirez wanders over to take this one. Ramirez. It's cleared away by Spain. It's deflected off a blue shirt. It will be a throw into... Actually, it will be a goal kick to Geelong. So 1-1 here, all to play for at the moment. Both of these sides really need a win tonight. So as we said earlier, a win for the visitors would see them leapfrog Geelong. Nicolescu with the throw is Spain. Switch by Townley. Johns. Nice ball by Bentley out there to Nicolescu. He's lost his concentration there and seen that one go out. Here's Joseph Sear with the throw. Sear continues forward. Blocked by Bentley. Here's Trigger. Trigger urges Yongle to move forward. Good bit of keeping by Rankovic. Headed by Townley. It's time to be Spain playing it back to his keeper and clattered into Ramirez. Ramirez has gone down holding his face, but you really have to say that Dylan Nikolovsky was in the right position to take that ball and he didn't do anything untoward. And Ramirez came in a little bit late if anything, so I don't think he can complain too much here, although he's still down holding his face. And we're going to have treatment called onto the field for both players involved. You might be able to hear both technical areas have become quite vocal after this particular incident. We will have a delay with both players still down. I hope they're okay. Jose Ramirez, Whittlesea skipper, he's back up on his feet. Dylan Nikolowski is still down. You can really feel the cold starting to bite here now. The rest of the players will be hoping that Dylan Nikolowski is back up on his feet and able to continue quickly. Technically, Ramirez should get marched off to the sidelines temporarily here, but I don't think he will be. Looks like he'll be okay to continue, and obviously Dylan Nikolowski can't be sent to the sidelines temporarily because he is the goalkeeper. Play resumed with the drop ball, and Nikolowski has possession. Plays it long. Love was in the best position to win the header. Here's Dennis Yongul on his right. It's a little dink into the back post. And there's the goal! Kyle Markham scores his second. It was a delightful cross. Yongul just floated it into the back post after he realised his shooting chance had closed down. And it was tucked away very nicely by Kyle Markham. Give Geelong the lead. 2-1 early in the second half. This game is becoming a bit of a classic with twists and turns and more ebbs and flows than you can expect. Or than you might have expected to see. Whittlesea will be stung by that one. They might feel that it is against the run of play a little bit. The headline is a good performance by Kyle Markham. 2 goals. Geelong lead 2-1. Santino for the Rangers. Geelong win the throw. The home crowd finding voice over there on that far side of your picture. Here's Josh Pugh. It runs out. Covarrubias. He's got about 3 Whittlesea players around him, but somehow he managed to get the ball out. Plays it back to Johns. Johns plays a direct pass. But there's been a late tackle happen. I think Covarrubias was the victim. One of Geelong's front 3. He's also the only player out there in lime green boots. Here's Bentley. Bentley swings it in low. It's blocked by Metwally. Sharuma. This is Bentley again, just playing it back to Johns. Geelong looking a little bit better after that goal. What a difference a goal can make in a team's confidence. But here comes the Tio. Sharuma. Here's Metwally looking for the little switch, but Nicolescu's onto it. Nicolescu's got Yongul in support. Plays it to him now. Runs on the overlap. Dennis Yongul wins the throw. Some words of encouragement for Dennis from Nicolescu. Nicolescu to take the throw. Covarrubias. Nicolescu plays in a high, hopeful ball. It just runs out behind the orange flags there. I think there was that much rain last week you could have swam between them. Fortunately not tonight. Rankovic in that purple goalkeeping kit will get us back underway. He won't be wasting any time now that his side are a goal down. This is Yongul, away by Sia. Ramirez looking to play in Sharuma. Good keeping by Nikolowski to come out and head that one away. Bentley with the sliding challenge. Here's Johns playing it long. There was some hands in the back there. It was Cole Markham getting a bit of a shove. Could he be the match winner tonight? At the moment, yes. Going to have another slight delay here. His treatment is called onto the field. It's like Covarrubias is a player who's down on the floor. Hello to Lena, watching from Mariba, far north Queensland. Says go Geelong. There you go. Well, Lena, I think you are winning the award for our furthest afield viewer at the moment. Hello also to Tonchi. I hope you're enjoying this match from home with the heater going, perhaps. Having a nice, relaxing Saturday evening. Here's Trigger. Iongul. Good trickery from him. Sia is able to clear the danger, though. Played about 12 minutes here in the second half. Geelong with the throw. It's going to be a long throw. The skipper, Matt Townley, is going to flight it in. Love does enough in the right position. Heads it behind. Is it out onto that recently marked out training and bonus junior pitch out there that you can see. Just perhaps in the darkness. You can just see the goalpost from here. On that pitch, as the ball's actually gone out there, the spare, one of the spares. Lewis Bentley will swing this one in. There will be a slight delay still. A couple of false starts. In it comes. It's bouncing around. Ramirez clears it. Taranto's on the march. Had his shirt pulled, but still he continued. He was looking for Sharuma, but Johns was alert. Johns does very well. Nikolescu can just dink that one inside to Bentley. Bentley's got a man coming, but he plays it to Covarrubias down into the corner. Does well to reach that one. It was nearly running out of play. Nikolescu has some time to cross. And he's drilled that one too hard, too fast across the penalty area, and it's gone out in front of the entrance to the club rooms in the players' race for a Whittlesea throw. Whittlesea pegged back in their own half at the moment. They need to move the ball forward. And here's a man that can do that, Sharuma. But again, Johns has got close watch over him. Johns playing at left back tonight. It was a position where Geelong had been using a more attacking player in Joshua Talev. He's since departed to Corio, State League 2 Northwest. A lot of changes to this Geelong squad this year, on and off the field, during the season. Here's Ramirez. Tio playing it forward. Spain read it well. Away by Townley. De Silva with the header. Trigger plays it first time. Straight to De Silva again. Santino plays it forward. Here's Johns. Just puts his foot on it. Slows it down and then brings it forward. Shows some real class there, Mitchell Johns. Well played, young man. And Janiel De Silva has won the free kick for Whittlesea Rangers. Rankovic plays it long up to the halfway line. Santino wins the throw. Taken by Tio. Louis Bentley brings the ball forward. He's won the throw in the end. As we're about to see our first substitution tonight. Number 15 for Geelong is James Conversano coming onto the field. He's going to be replacing number 17, Lewis Covarrubias, who has been limping around the park at times in the last few minutes. He has put in a solid shift. Hasn't all gone his way tonight. Can't question his commitment and effort out there tonight. And hopefully that's just a knock that he's picked up that he can run off and be fighting fit to get back out there and do it all again next weekend. Let's see what impact can be made by James Conversano. Here's Nikolowski playing the ball out to Spain. Spain's got a bit of time to bring the ball forward here. Nikolescu's making the forward run. He put his foot down and took off. He can get the cross in first time. It was a dangerous one, but it was a good bit of defending Janiel De Silva. He was in perfect position. As soon as Spain had that ball, you could just see Bogdan Nikolescu took off like a racehorse straight down this flank to get in that dangerous first-time cross. Certainly another goal then would have just about snuffed out the chances for Whittlesea, but it's still very much game on here at 2-1. Nikolescu again with the clearance. That is a real rainmaker. Markham gets a bit of a flick on it and Love can clear it away. Spain looks to win the header. It's not a convincing one though. And here's Ramirez. Ramirez looked to touch that ball, but he still wins the throw. Ramirez to Metwally. The goal scorer, Andrew Keir, plays it across to Love. Love has some time. This is Ryan Love coming onto the halfway line now. Tio looks to turn and take on the Geelong defence. Still he goes, Tio. Ramirez! And it comes to nothing in the end. Nikolescu can clear it away. Metwally. Yongul. Townley. Townley with a switch. Nikolescu will need to test out his control. He shows some disdain after that ball ran out for a Whittlesea throw. Here's Sharuma. Looks to play in Joey Sear. He looked to play it back to Sharuma, who'd made an advance run, but played the ball behind him. To Tio. 1-2 with Taranto. Ramirez. There's Taranto in the centre of Stead Park. He's got Tio out there. Matt Wally will look to switch this play. He comes under pressure from Markham. De Silva. And Taranto. Taranto coming under pressure from Josh Pugh, but he wins the free. There wasn't a lot in it. Still a free nonetheless, as Whittlesea prepare to make their first substitution. In just a moment when the ball runs out. Here's Joseph Sear. Looks to go left then right. Runs into a brick wall. Goes down, but play continues. Bentley plays the ball forward. Markham. And now Nicolescu. Nicolescu's got Sear coming in. Very good hassle from Joey Sear. It runs out, and we will see that substitution now for Whittlesea. They need a goal, and they are going to bring on number 9, Dominic Yule, in an effort to do that, and it will be their defensive midfielder, Daniel McWally, making way. So an attacking switch for the Rangers, pushing an extra man up front to support Sharuma up there. Sharuma charges down Spain's clearance. Spain gets it back. Stefan Rankovic can take charge of this one. This is Love. Geelong's front three happy just to sit off at this point. Love can bring the ball forward. Here's Andrew Sear. Spain with the header. Sharuma. Bentley with a little bit of time there, even though it was in a dangerous part of the field, as far as Geelong were concerned. Here's Taranto. He will need to take on extra responsibility now that Matt Wally has left the field. DeTio, dazzling red boots out in that far touchline. And here's the substitute, Yule. It's just a bit of a hush falls over the ground. Taranto. Sharuma looking to beat his man. He just about beat 2 or 3 there, but in the end it will be a goal kick to Geelong.
Josh, Joshy, get James to deal with the centre back. You've got to deal with the fullback. James deals with the centre back.
We've got some live scores for you at the moment from NPL Victoria. Hume City currently leading Port Melbourne 1-0. At half-time, it's Altona Magic 0, Heidelberg 0. Headed by Rangers come forward. In comes the cross looking for Yule. That was his big chance, and he's mistimed the header. He was practically unmarked. Don Barber and the Geelong coaching staff will not be impressed by that, but they got away with that one on that occasion. Dominic Yule, the man who came on, was in the right place at the right time, but he just couldn't direct his header into the goal. Dylan Nikolowski breathed the sigh of relief. It remains 2-1. Good header there by Andrew Sear. Here's Sear again, looking to combine with Sear. Sear and Yonga will go down. Play is waved on. Here's Trigger, looking to turn and change direction. Bentley with the back heel. It ricochets the way of the Rangers though, and here's Sharuma. He's got support to his left and his right, and he's gone down, and I think we'll see a card come out here. Yes. Lewis Bentley goes into the book. He's the second player carded today, along with De Silva for the Rangers. The Rangers looking to restart play quickly. But referee Natas has not finished writing in his book yet. We'll see a slight delay. Taranto switches it out to Jonathan DeTio. DeTio with the cross. It was a decent ball. You couldn't get on the end of it though. Certainly Geelong will have to keep a close eye on Dominic Yule. He's let them off the hook once, but I wouldn't fancy him to do the same thing again. Some of those other scores from today: Green Gully 0, South Melbourne 0, Brunswick City 1, Moreland Zebras 2. Eastern Lions 3, Springvale White Eagles 0, Langwarrin 2, Murray United 1, Moreland City 3, Ballarat City 2, Northcote City 1, Goulburn Valley Suns 4, and Manningham United 3, Box Hill 1. Johns brings the ball forward for Geelong. Markham plays the switch, looking for Yongul. Good bit of cover though from Joseph Sear. Earns the applause from his coach. Taranto has some time to turn and face forward. Kia, the goal scorer for the Rangers. Ryan Love. Certainly Geelong affording him possession when they can. Happy for him to be the man who brings the ball forward, it would appear. And Spain plays that one out into the parking lot. Jonathan DeTio with the throw. Santino with the 1-2, back to him. It's a decent cross. It was Nicolescu with the sort of casual looking clearance, but he had a man right behind him, which was that man, Joseph Sear. Here's Ramirez. Sharuma. Good skill from Sharuma. He can shoot. Here's the post. Great skill from Sharuma. He did everything right there. A move that deserved a goal. But once again, Dylan Nikolowski can breathe a sigh of relief. He did just enough to have that one covered and see it fly off the outside of the post and go behind for a goal kick. It was a tremendous piece of skill. Got around his opponent onto that left foot. So a second wake-up call for Geelong Soccer Club now. The call is not to drop off the intensity. And they certainly can't afford to do that against a fast-finishing Whittlesea Rangers side. Good contest in the aerial duel there. Here's Nicolescu. He's got overlap from Trigger. Here's Trigger now. First time cross. It's away by Santino. And here's Sharuma, the man who was almost on the scoreboard a moment ago. That one's just a little bit too long for Dominic Yule. Nikolowski plays it long and high. No one can win the header there. And here's, after a bit of conjecture, it's going to be a free to the visitors. Things are getting very vocal down here. You can see the importance of this match. 3 points here, crucial to both sides. It will be another corner to the visitors. In the 74th minute here. Ball swung in, Trigger's there. He did just enough because Andrew Keir was looming. The man who already has one goal tonight. Up from the back. He is one that Geelong need to keep a very close eye on. One of the taller players out there on the park. Andrew Kieran. His header in the first half was very impressive. Nicolescu with the throw. Sear with the header. Trigger with the clearance. Straight to Jonathan Tatio. He's been a standout tonight for Whittlesea. Ramirez just puts his foot on the ball and looks to switch the play. This is to Ranto. De Silva. Ryan Love. Here's Andrew Keir again. Love with a switched ball. It's a decent one. Ramirez with a first time pass. Oh. And it looks like Sharuma came flying in there, and Nikolowski may have been collected in the face. It's all very fine margins there. I just hope he hasn't copped one in the face, but if he has, that's going to really bite. It was a slick move by Whittlesea, and it just wasn't quite the right pass. But it was mighty close. And about 15 minutes to go here. As I say, if you're watching, let us know what you think might happen in these final 15 minutes. Geelong players are taking a drink and instructional break at the moment. The claims coming from the Whittlesea Rangers bench is that there wasn't actually any contact. From here, it's not really possible to say. Julian Nikolowski is okay and he's continuing. He still looks a bit ginger though. De Silva with the header. Away by Townley. Here's Bentley. Nicolescu has thought he had time, but then in the end Ramirez came in and picked his pocket. Here's Taranto, changing direction and playing it down to Sharuma. Sharuma with the nutmeg on trigger. And then his pass was just a little bit too long. It was good vision. He saw Yules run, but the pass was too long. Certainly Whittlesea becoming upset that there might be some time wasting happening. I think all referee Pascalis Natas has to do is tell them that time will be added on. Flicked on by Bentley and then again by Beckett. Oh, shit. Markham, sorry. And here is the chance for Geelong. It was the substitute. James Conversano flying in at the far post. And Geelong could have sealed the deal there. Bentley. Yongu wins the ball. Conversano with the switch for Trigger on the volley. Good attempt. It was just scuffed a little bit wide of the left-hand upright though. Good signs for Geelong. 2 chances created after a little bit of a quiet spell the previous 10 minutes. Geelong will be happy to see the ball kept down at this end of the park, the right of your screen. The flick came from Malish Santino. Here's Johns though. Solid game that he's played tonight. Taranto wins the ball though. Taranto brings it forward. Yule, first time pass. Sharuma. Sharuma looks to use all of his trickery to get past two Geelong opponents. He's lacking support. Still he goes though, Sharuma. Sharuma with the cross. It's bouncing around in there. Yule was in there. And the referee has pointed to the penalty spot. Geelong players stand by in shock. Dominic Yule causing some confusion front and centre there in the penalty area. And you have to say that was a very good piece of play from Lawrence Sharuma, holding up the ball and beating several opponents several times on that far side before he could get a ball whipped in. And that's what did the damage in the end. We're going to see a bit of a delay before the penalty is taken here. I imagine it will be Jose Ramirez. 2 goals last week. He's going to step up and take the responsibility. See if he can bring the score back to 2-2. Still the protests continue. Referee Pascalis Natis has almost evacuated all of the Geelong players out of the penalty area, so Ramirez can take this penalty. Ramirez versus Nikoloski. We will wait for the whistle. It will be a short run up from Ramirez. Ramirez scores high into the right-hand side, but straight away it's been ruled out for encroachment, and I think it was Dominic Yule who's been adjudged to have ran into the penalty area too soon. And the referee, Natis, was straight on that one. Oh, surely this must test the nerves of Ramirez as he steps up again. And it's saved. But then the follow-up goes in. Goal! 2-2. What drama we have here at Stead Park. Ramirez being made to retake his penalty. Then his second one with a stuttering run-up. Couldn't fool Nikoloski. Bounced back to him. He seemed like he had an eternity there after the ball ricocheted back to him, and eventually it ends up in the back of the net. And this game ends up at 2-2. The fans here cannot be disappointed in the action that we've seen tonight. It's been non-stop. Twists and turns, and I dare say that it's not over yet. Nicolescu brings the ball forward. Yongul. Still he goes. Yongul gets the cross in. It's cut out though by Taranto. Here's Sharuma, the man who created that goal. It was eventually converted by Ramirez. Taranto's pass is overhit. Sear still takes control though. Ramirez with a dummy. And the referee's blowing the whistle to halt play. It will be a blue ball. It was given as a foul. Keir with the switch. Love. Love comes forward purposefully into the Geelong half now. Looks for the switch ball. Sear. He's got support from Ramirez. Here he is now. Ramirez looks to try some trickery. Sharuma. Sharuma looks like he was born with trickery. Ramirez. Ramirez with the shot. It's deflected off Bentley and it's gone behind for a Whittlesea corner. So a chance for the Rangers to get the tall men forward. Andrew Keir will be one of those targets. Already scored one with the head today. Be Taranto to swing in the corner on his left foot. Taranto with the corner. And it's in the goal. I think it might even be an own goal. Nikolowski put the hand up and it's ended up in the back of the net. But it was Taranto's corner that did the damage. Doesn't look good for Dylan Nikolowski though here. But as it stands, and assuming that this goal has been given, which would appear to be, it is 3-2 all of a sudden. To Whittlesea Rangers. Not what Geelong wanted at all. It wasn't long ago that Geelong was leading 2-1, now finding themselves down 3-2. You feel that we'll have a fair bit of time added on here because this injury doesn't look too good, this situation for Nikolowski. And there will be a long, significant delay because we've called for a stretcher now. It's an unfortunate turn of events. Just hope that Dylan Nikolowski will be okay. As Whittlesea Rangers bring their team into a huddle. The players will just need to try and keep warm in this situation. You can almost listen in and hear the two teams having their team talks now. Just to recap, it was Andrew Keir with the headed goal that opened the scoring in the first half before Kyle Markham brought the scores back to 1-1. Then it was his goal that saw Geelong lead 2-1 before Jose Ramirez was able to score from the follow-up after his retaken penalty for an earlier encroachment. Bring it back to 2-2. And now we've seen an own goal after the corner from Taranto. Dylan Nikolowski will get a round of applause from the supporters over there on that far side as he's taken off. A brave effort from him, but unfortunately he leaves the field on a stretcher. We hope he's okay and we hope he's back out there on the field doing what he loves very soon again. And it will be time to see David Booth get the opportunity in goal for Geelong. Always tough being a substitute keeper. A lot of sitting around, not a lot of action. Well, now it's his time. David Booth. But it's out the other end where it's going to need to count for Geelong because they need a goal. Geelong come forward. Sia with the header away. Ramirez is on the end of it. Bentley's the first touch. Across to Spain. Spain plays it long. It was away by Kia. Nicolescu. Here's Sharuma. Loves the dribble. That won't impress his coach. Lawrence Sharuma just playing that one out. Now we've only got about a minute to go of regular time, but we're going to have a lot of time added on. I wouldn't be surprised if we have as much as 7 minutes added on. So there's still plenty of time for Geelong to peg this back. And I expect this to be a very intense finish. Now it's the Whittlesea side who will be taking their time on the restarts. Joseph Sear to take the throw. He goes long down the line. Ewell was the target. Like he was just about manhandled by Spain, but Spain did enough. It'll be the first action now for the substitute keeper, David Booth, will be to take this goal kick. And I imagine he'll be trying to drive it as long as he can. Markham was in the aerial duel with Taranto, but Taranto won out. Townley wins that header. Here's Sharuma. Spain came in well to win the ball. Nicolescu overlapping. Yonggul can't win it, and Taranto does. Away by Kia. And as the ball runs out, we have confirmation there will be 6 additional minutes for Geelong to try and peg back this 3-2 deficit. Ball comes into the area, headed by Love. Here's Sharuma playing it away. Ramirez can't keep that one in, so it's a throw to Geelong. We'll see a yellow card here. Jose Ramirez booked for dissent in playing the ball away there. Spain will take the throw now. Hope you're enjoying this one at home. Don't go anywhere. We've got a big 5 or 6 minutes coming up here now. It'll be Townley to take the long throw. Nicolescu will be the target at the front post. Townley's throw. Headed away by Kia. Spain. Good harassment from Ewell. Ewell might have given away the free kick there. He just caught Spain's foot from behind, and it will be a free. As we see, we'll see preparing another substitution. Time for Anthony Ramsey to get involved. We're not sure who will be the player sacrificed just yet. Bentley with the free kick, swung in towards the back post area. It bounces around. Johns runs onto it, but he can't keep it in. But it has come off a blue shirt, so it will be a corner to Geelong. Geelong need to take this quickly, but they don't want to rush and mess it up either. So Trigger will wander over and take it. It will be the in-swinger. Nicolescu will be the target, I would think. Trigger. Away by Santino. Johns. Trigger. Challenge come flying in, and it wasn't a very nice one. It was Datio. There wasn't necessarily a lot of malice in it, but he did get his body into a pretty ordinary position as he came in and made contact with Trigger. Trigger doesn't complain too much and moves on because Geelong have a free kick in a very dangerous area. With Townley and Bentley standing over it. Looks like it will be Townley to take. Townley driven in, and it stung the palms of Stefan Rankovic, whose second effort was excellent to get down there and smother that ball before Geelong could get onto it. And he just bowls that one out like he was at the Cricket World Cup to Tio, the man who gave away the free kick. And he's got Sharuma in support here if he can make it. But even the wet pitch doesn't hold that one up. It's going to be Malish Santino coming off. For Whittlesea, replaced by Anthony Ramsey. He will get a minute or two to impress his coach. Some pretty shocked looks over on that far side as the Geelong crowd can't really believe after leading 2-1, getting ready to celebrate a big win on this Saturday night here at Stead Park, now trailing 3-2. It looks like Malish Santino has gone off on the far side. Sensible. We'll see more of that sort of thing in the future. No time wasted there. Booth with the goal kick. Spain with the header. It's a foot race. Ramirez got his body in the right position. Nicolescu to take the throw. Time running out for Geelong. Nicholas looks like he will play it long. They've got Kyle Markham up there, who is on a hat-trick. He's the man they need to get the ball to, but they can't at the moment. Sharuma plays it long. Booth plays it short. This is Joshua Pugh. Pugh plays it up the park. De Silva takes it on the chest and motors away. Sharuma again. Here's De Silva getting forward from defence. De Silva, he's got players to his left and right. Yule's on his left. Yule's headed for the corner. He's got Spain on his tail. But Yule wins the throw. We're going to see another substitution for Whittlesea Rangers. Nathan Liberto getting his chance to come on now. And he's going to place Lawrence Sharuma, who's had an excellent match. Yellow card for Bentley there. We heard the expletive from this position here. Certainly wasn't happy with Sharuma's slow departure from the field, but it's a second yellow card. And that's not a good moment for Louis Bentley there. Marched off the field in injury time. A player that Geelong can really not afford to lose will be out of the side next week now. Okay, Sharuma has finally exited the field. And a fair bit of time has been chewed up. We've now approaching 7 minutes added on we've had now. I think we might have maybe 30 seconds left of actual playing time here as Ewell prepares to take this throw. But we're still waiting for Bentley to leave the park. He's gone diagonally across the field and he's just stepped off the park now. Looked like a foul throw there from Ewell, to be fair. Ramirez can't keep it in. Trigger with the throw. Geelong need to get the ball to the other end of the field. Pugh. De Silva looks favourite to get there and he wins it. Good play there from Jonathan Tatio. Here's Johns. Tatio can lock it in here. Huge challenge come flying in there. And that's full time. Full time and a famous win here for the Whittlesea Rangers on the road here at Stead Park in Geelong. Coached by the man who was on the other side of the ledger coaching Geelong at the start of the season. George Karkletzis will be a happy man tonight. A 3-2 come from behind win on the road on this Saturday night NPL 2 West Victoria match. Hard to believe what we've seen here in this second half in particular. Just to recap again, Andrew Keir with the headed goal, opening the scoring before it was Kyle Markham scoring a double to put Geelong in a 2-1 lead. They were looking pretty good at that time. Then it was Jose Ramirez, after having to retake his penalty, scoring initially, retaking, missing the retake, but then scoring the follow-up. And then the own goal that ended up going in to make the score 3-2 after the corner come in from Anthony Taranto, swung in viciously at the goal, ended up in the back of the Geelong net. And then finally that sending off of Lewis Bentley in injury time as Geelong were trying to mount an attack to bring the score back to 3-3. Anyway, thanks for watching at home. I hope you've enjoyed this match. My name's Steve Curtin. Keep tuning into these matches. We've got some more coming up this weekend on NPL Victoria Facebook Live and NPL Victoria YouTube. But for the moment, from me here at Stead Park, it's Good night.
Last week it was so rainy that I have to go and grab my daughter's.
Oh my god, that would have been terrible last week.
Doesn't belong to one of you guys, does it? Boys? Belong to you?
No, not me. The kids playing here.
Do you want to pass on?
Yeah, I'll pass some. That's a long table.